Alright, YouTube. How's this one, eh? New gacha game? Reverse1999. And, yeah, I wanted to say that I have given it a try. I've completely smashed it out. And I just wanted to give my impressions on it. Initially, I was just going to do like a first impressions kind of thing the other day, because I'd been playing it on stream a bit. I was going to like clip what my thoughts on it were at the time, and I just pushed through, and I've actually finished the campaign now. Completely pushed through to the final act that's released for now, unlocked pretty much everything in the current events and stuff. You can see there's only got this few little things left, like bond, the psych tubes are like weapons or whatever that you equip to your characters. Think Genshin weapons, right? And then the stars is like just do some more of the story, which I've just got to go through and do some more of the hard mode, which if you have a look, story and hard, so I've just got to go through and do some more of, I think, the Act 4 story. I don't want to show you too much of the scenes because it might spoil, so anyone that's interested in this game, but basically this game is kind of like 7 Deadly Sins, right? If you have a look at the characters, you've got some cards here, right? And essentially what happens is they can combine, right? Just like the old 7 Deadly Sins game that I've used to play. That's one of the reasons that drew it to me, plus the kind of unique looking characters as well. You can see Apple here, and he's even got like a couple costumes as well. And this character here is one they give you for free. I played through to get an idea on just how many summons you can get before you have to summon, right? Like, well, how many free characters you get before you have to summon. I played through without summoning, and when I did summon, well, we'll go through that in a bit, but I got insanely lucky. But essentially, this Sonetto chick, they give you, I think all of these copies were free. So the initial one, plus she's like a 5-star. You got 4 stars, 5 stars, and 6 stars for this game, right? She's like a 5-star. And I just kind of focused on her because she has this like nice, she's got this buff ability, right? Buffs damage dealt, buffs penetration, and reduces damage taken, right? She can also disarm your opponent, which if anyone's from 7 Deadly Sins, you remember Gacha, who could block physical attacks. Well, she can do that, but for like 1 unit, right? So that's basically what disarm does. And then she's also got this nice AoE attack that can get a little bonus if she's buffed. So really nice combination. This Apple guy that they also give you for free at the start, he's one of the story characters, funny enough. He's like a DPS healer, so he's just nice to have. And he has a passive that also heals like the whole team every turn. So it takes a little bit of the damage off of you. So I wound up just using those two for the most part and main through them. I was using this Matilda chick for a bit. Another 5-star. They give it to you in the mail for free at the moment. And I wound up on my first in the summons area. You have like a beginner banner up here, and you're guaranteed a 6-star in the first 30 pulls. I don't have that here. These are the 2 limited banners. I can't show you because it disappears after I've done it. But I did like 2 10 pulls on that because part of this task wants you, if you see here, like level up 2 beast characters in the suitcase, the insight level 1, in order to accomplish getting like a couple of these earlier tasks done. So if I go back to like Act 7 and 8, you'll see they have like 2-star characters. Any others showing up here? Or is it Act 8? There's a couple of them here, but basically I was like, okay, I need another character from like, yeah, here we go. It's like beast, star, plant, mineral, right? So I went through, did a couple of summons on those. Didn't get my 6-star in the first 20, and on my third pull, my third 10 pull on that banner, I did wind up getting Lilia. I wound up getting her. Basically, big story waifu. Actually really like the character. Comes up in the story. If you play through, you'll see. But yeah, I'll go through the summons in a second. What I wanted to kind of talk about was like, that's the basic gist, the rundown of the game, right? As far as what kept me really pushing through it, was the voice acting is phenomenal. The music is phenomenal. Just the audio in general is phenomenal. Like, this game has just top tier audio in every way, right? Just like sound effects, the voice acting, the different languages, the different accents for the different characters. Some of them, like this knight here, or even like yeah, like so like this guy, he speaks French sometimes, just straight French. And there's a few of them. There's a few characters like that. That Lilia chick, she'll speak Russian, I think it is. And just every character has a unique kind of personality, the way they speak and everything like that, things they say. Like even this
Please promise me not to open my battery cover and honor
this
your
radio
own
is like a
word.
2-star unit,
I
and it's
hope
got
you will not
voice
be
acted
another
lines,
Psyche.
and it's even got
I won't be the crane flying over the-
skills and
Welcome.
stuff of their own
My
that would
dear
actually be
friend.
quite, I mean, you could make use of it, right? The only real difference is the stats. Like, even she's even got like, you get dupes of her and she gets more powerful, right? I'd probably use Door over her,
Explorer.
but like,
I hope what reflects in the mirror would
it's
bring
like a
you joy.
dimensional door. Right? Some of these characters are just insane, right?
There are always people
But yeah,
like you.
anyways,
That's why
the
world is
audio,
forever away.
absolutely insanely good. It is a visual novel. It's very heavy on the dialogue. It does come with skip, so if you want to skip, you can skip everything as far as that goes. I suggest not doing that though, because it is, if you do that, you're only going to have the gameplay, and well, like I said, 7DS gameplay. You might like it, you might not like it, but the story worth, like, yeah, the story, how do I describe this? It's trying to do a lot at once, right? And I would say that the audio carries everything, as well as like the unique kind of characters and stuff like that. Because what the story kind of tries to do is, it's a very slow burn. And I believe that these first 4 acts here are essentially just, if I was to relate it to starting a new season, so like, let's say a new show comes out, new season 1, right? These first 4 acts to me feel like the pilot episode, that 1 hour special, or maybe the 2-hour special episode before the rest of the season. Maybe it's like a 9 episode season, right? Before the rest of the episodes get started. That's kind of what this feels like. I'm not sure how many acts are in the other servers at the moment, because I think CN, or I think it's the China servers, is like ahead quite a few patches or something like that. Not sure how long this game has been out. I didn't look it up first before making the video, because I just wanted to come in raw. I heard about the game initially a while back. I wanted to come in raw, give it a try, and yeah, just the English and everything, voice acting is just absolutely spot on. I stayed on that. There are other languages that you can pick from if you want in the options, like at least 3 other languages, I think. I'm sure they're all just as well done. Considering how well done the English voice acting is, I'm sure that the rest is all done very well too, though. But as far as story goes, I'm not sure how far ahead the rest of the world is that has access to the game right now. But what we've got here, I believe, is probably just the very beginning. It's all very introductory. You know, it's very much an introduction to the world and the world building, the characters, the like the lore and all that kind of stuff. The game does give you an atlas, so you can go through, review the story if you want. You get like this big 95-page thing of like potential, like this here, right? When she gets introduced, look at that. That could easily be like a desktop background, right? There's quite a lot of images down here that you could easily take a screenshot of and use desktop background if you like. The atlas has, you know, the characters. There you go. There's all your characters and stuff. And also, I think these are the psych tubes, or the weapons, basically. Right? And then the story review with the screenshots and stuff. But as you're going through the story, there's like these little side bits that you also do that give more lore, some little puzzles throughout the story as you go too. And very much, I like the premise of the story, right? Essentially, there's this storm that shows up. Time's going backwards. The storm seems to be sucking people up. We haven't learned much about anything. And you are what's considered a timekeeper, or what they're calling a timekeeper, from the side that you work for, the Foundation. And that's because you're immune to the storm for some reason. And throughout, well, yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, all right? I'm not going to spoil anything. But essentially, this is all like a big introduction. And I think the thing that I dislike is because it is such a slow burn, it takes a long time to get through these first 4 acts, right? It is quite a, you know, you can do it in the first week, sure. Had a lot of spare time, it'll take you a few days, right? If you're like listening and just letting it all play out, right? On its own without skipping through things. But the way that it kind of gives you the information, because it's such a slow burn story, it's jumping from subject to subject. And I didn't really enjoy that for the gacha game style of visual novel stuff, right? Like, they throw you, let me just check, how long have we got before rollover? Yeah, so I got 4 minutes. I want to end the video before rollover is done, alright? But basically, you've got, well, maybe. The way that they've worked it is that they drop the info to get you curious and interested, and then they kind of jump completely to a different story. Like, it's like they're telling you about this really interesting phenomenon and the people involved and stuff like that, and then it jumps to some completely random kind of scene, or it seems random, and you're not sure how this is supposed to be linked, right? And you're like, wait, but I wanted to learn more about this, and then they're like, oh, but we're going to tell you all about this right now, and never talk about that again for like a few chapters, right? Or seemingly so. Let's say if they did that in a book, it'd be like a few chapters later, and you're like, man, I still really want to know about this other thing, but now I've been info dumped on this 2 or 3 other things, and now we're finally coming back to the first thing I was interested in, but now I don't really know if I remember everything, and right? Plus, on top of that, there's a whole bunch of little like side notes and laws and these random poems and stuff that kind of like very metaphoric, that relate to certain things. So if you're not too good with metaphors, you might not enjoy it too much, but I do enjoy that kind of storytelling, but I didn't really like it for this particular, the way that they've approached it in this game. I didn't enjoy it too much. However, the story itself, I'd like to see more, right? If that makes sense. Like, the overall plot is good so far, but the approach in the way that they feed you the plot, I'm like, let's say like a 5 out of 10, right? I'm like, I haven't really enjoyed that part too much on how they like feed us the plot. But the actual plot itself, I think, has a lot of promise. The characters and just, again, the audio and presentation has been just phenomenal so far. So I think it's definitely worth a shot if you guys want to give it a shot. If you like visual novel kind of games. Because you're going to be visual noveling a whole lot more than you're going to be actually playing the game up until you finish the story. Put it that way. Until you're like the actual card game part where you're combining your skills and killing your opponents. Not going to be doing too much of that until you unlock the this thing here is essentially what would be the Abyss in Genshin or Star Rail, right? I've done quite a bit into things for it. Oh, well, everything's gonna reset in a minute anyway. So, yeah. I would highly recommend checking out the game if you're into that kind of style, right? Now, let's have a quick talk about the crew, my summons, okay? I'd like to go over that because it's kind of insane what's happened. Now, I played through the whole story. I got through the Abyss and stuff using Apple and Sonetto. I was using Matilda, like I said. They give you Eagle for free as well. And that is about it on the free characters. I think they give you Leilani too. Yeah, I think they give you Leilani. And she's like a 3-star, so I didn't actually wind up building her, but I did Insight 1 her for the event, right? Matilda's the one that came in the mail. Oh, here's the connection. There's the mail, thank you. Can I have control back, please, guys? Anyways, I'll keep talking about it and we'll wait and see if they sort themselves out. But basically, my first 10 pull, I got Bloom here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the first part of the name. I think it's just Frozen. Are we really doing this? Okay. Apparently rollover freezes the game, so give me a minute here. And nope, never mind. Okay, we're good. Let's continue on then. So I got Bloom in like the first 10 pull on the beginner banner. Apparently she's really good, considered a 7-star or something. She's insane. She actually matches really well with my team, so she can debuff the enemy. So I already had a buffer for buffing myself and damage reduction. And so this chick has a debuff that reduces their defense to reality damage. So there's like reality damage and mental damage. She reduces defense to that and also increases their damage taken. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That works out really well, right? Works great with my Sonetto, who does reality damage and buffs, right? So that's cool. And Apple here does mental damage. Anyways, I've just been using them for most of the game after I swapped Matilda out for her. And then I needed another, I needed a second mineral unit to build. I did another temple. I got this necrologist chick, leveled her up a little bit. That's cool, fine. And I've continued and played through the rest of the game like that after the event. I've only been using Apple, Sonetto, and Bloom with Matilda as an assist unit with the way that the game works. And then we got to the actual summons later on. Turns out, guys, so the reason I did this was so I could figure out, okay, how many summons do you get as a new player? You get, from me clearing all of the scenario, from me doing the side dungeon, like the Abyss section, most of the hard modes, the wilderness thing, which if I show you guys what the wilderness is quickly as we collect our rewards. Okay, go to wilderness, you get this whole island kind of area, right? This auto collect stuff, a haul to upgrade things. It seems like a lot to take in, don't worry about it too much. It gives you a little crafting station, and you can place characters in here as well, as you can see, and it'll build their bond up. So you think the homestead in Genshin and stuff like that, right? You get your own home base, and I have built out this island on my own. This is my own base. If I go into edit wilderness, you get island chunks and stuff, and you can place them where you want, right? So just a quick peek at what that is. Yeah. So yeah, I totally forgot why I even showed you guys that for a second. My bad. But anyways, yeah. So from doing all of that, right, I got about 133 summons total. I'd used about 20 on the beginner banner, and so I had 113-ish summons left. And because there's a monthly, if we go to the bank, yeah, the bank, pawn shop, Okay, so these things here reset monthly, and I wasn't sure when it was going to reset exactly. I thought it was actually going to reset tonight. It's the 30th for me now, so month is about to roll over, right? Maybe in a day or two. So I assume that's going to roll over. So I went and summoned on the limited banners after I'd finished the game and gathered all of the summons, right? From the events as well as the other things I mentioned just before. This was nutty. So I finished the beginner banner and I got Lilia, right? And then, let me see here. After that, I was like, okay, it's time to summon on the main banner, and I decided to summon for Sotheby, right? Sotheby? I'm not actually sure how it's supposed to be pronounced properly. And the way that worked, what happened? I did a 10 pull and got a necrologist dupe, right? Which is this chick here. And then I did another 10 pull and I got Eternity, which is one of the other 6 stars on the beginner banner, right? So absolutely insane. I've now got 2 of these 6-star units, one from the beginner banner, and then one that's on the beginner banner through the Sotheby banner. And so what I did was, okay, that's insane. I've got over 100 pulls left. I'll keep pulling. And then I did a 10 pull, and I immediately got Sotheby, straight up, with Charlie, and I've got it written here, and a baby blue. So 2 other 5 stars came with it. Absolutely insane pull. I've got the screenshot, but I haven't set up the computer for like showing them here. That's why I'm just talking you through it right now instead. And then then I'll go and summon on, you know. Oh wait, sorry, Eternity came with Charlie and it was Eternity that came with Charlie and Baby Blue. Looking at this. And then the very first temple was Sotheby with Tenant. My bad. So Tenant's over here on the left, you'll see. Another 5-star, right? So after that, I was like, okay, I'll go summon on a Knight banner, right? Because old mate here is the, he's the other one here, Clang of Sword and Armor, okay? So, what do? The first 10 pull was some 3 and 4 stars. And then on the next 10 pull, it was a knight that shows up. And he came with X. So another 5-star, right?
Nice to meet you.
And funny enough, if you look at the banners, if you actually look at the banners here, you see X is on Sotheby's banner. And Tenet is on Knight's banner as a rate up. So, for some reason, mine seems to be mixed around. Mine's swapperoonied, right? I was like, okay, this is fucking insane. So, okay, I went back to the Sotheby banner because I still hadn't purchased out all of the summons from the shop. I needed to keep summoning to get the other summons to buy them out before the month ends. And then I get on the first temple, I get a Charlie and a Tenant. I get another Baby Blue on the 20 pull, another Baby Blue on the 30 pull, and on the 40 pull, I get another 6-star, which is Miss New Babel here.
No matter business or bonding.
It's just kind of insane. You see she's a defense support shielder. She buffs based on her reality defense, attacks based on her reality defense, and she can taunt and counterattack. So, kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of Clara, except with a shield. You know, Clara from Honkai Star Rail, except with a shield, right? Yeah. And that was it. That's where I left my summons. I've got 18 summons left, plus 3 bunnies. For whatever next banner comes, basically. And yeah, I was like, that was absolutely insane, right? That is just an absolutely insane kind of
Somewhere
pull.
on Earth, there
This
are
game
always
has just
people
blessed
working.
me with
That's why
RNG
the
luck.
world is forever awake.
And yeah, I just want to show you guys, yeah, look at this. You get some free energy each day at the moment. There we go. And let's see, tasks. Claim this stuff quickly. I just want to kind of show you guys around a little bit before I end it, because it has gotten quite long. Yeah, basically, I'm enjoying the game. And look, they even give you a free, this is a free 6-star weapon, right? And I get to, this is, I can pick a 6-star psych tube, and what each one of them does. As you can see, they each do different things. So these get equipped on your character, give you more stats and stuff, right? Today's login gives you that, so that's actually really sweet. More summons on the login, and that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys there. Oh, and they of course have a battle pass if you want, so it's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, if you do want to buy psych tubes, so you see I've got 3 of them. The only place to get them actually is this fragment shop. So you come to this fragment shop and you use, see there's like a couple different currencies here. You get these currencies from a certain place and you can click go to get to it. As long as you click on the currency, you can click go to get to anywhere, and you can see there's some level up mats, and here are the weapons here. These are the 4 stars or 5 stars technically. I do like how they've kind of done that, where they're like, alright, 6 stars is the new 5-star or SSR. Or ultra rare, I guess. 5-star is the, you know, 5 stars are now 4-star or SR, and then both 4 stars and 3 stars are actually kind of useful too. And they even have, like these guys are 2-star, I think. Yeah, like Door and Miss Radio are 2 stars. But yeah. Anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to say with it. Give it a go. I would recommend it for sure. It's just, man, like there's a lot here, and I've unloaded a lot, but I haven't shown you guys everything the game has. I just wanted to say, like, you know, they've got these different like resource areas as well that you can go to. This one like helps with the Harvest Prime helps upgrading your wilderness. This is like your credits farm, kind of also a credits farm. And then this is like for your level up mats and stuff for I can get some drops there. This is like, this gives you, this is what you can use to purchase weapons and stuff with in the store I just showed you.
There are always
What's it called
people
again?
working.
The fragment shop, right?
That's why the world-
So things like that. Wilderness shop, you can buy like various, what do I call them? Like more doodads to go into your wilderness area, right? Obviously you can buy crystals and stuff, and there's other things here to buy. Don't forget about, there's like different tabs here, right? Let's see. Yeah, so 18 summons left plus whatever bunnies I've got left. And this is your monthly rollover. Anyways, I just wanted to have a quick video about that. 30 minutes is long enough. Just, yeah. Insane summons. The game, I am very interested to see where it goes as far as the story goes. I'm very keen. And just, you know, do be aware though that maybe you won't follow it very well at the start. Things will slowly start to kind of come together as you progress through the different acts. But everything is just acted out very well, in my opinion. Some of the story and stuff like that can be a little, I feel like, I don't know if a lot of gacha players are going to be like into it, but if you can appreciate a, you know, if you can appreciate like a plot that has a lot of promise, even if you think it's not being fed to you very well at the start, things will kind of start to come together in like that very slow burn style over time. In the meantime, the audio and everything, the way it's presented, I don't know, like the artwork's brilliant, the characters are quite unique and stuff, but the audio just like the sound just really carries everything. Like it's so good. like you've been hearing the music in the background playing. Like I cannot get bored with this very chill kind of music playing in the background for some reason. Even though it is, yeah, it's quite basic, really, but it just sounds lovely, right? And you'll find it like that for a lot of things. Like there's a whole choir. You can see like this third act here. There's a choir there. There's a big song, and it sounds great. Anyways, we'll leave it there, guys. I will, you know,
That's why
catch
the
you
world is forever awake. FM, the latest
news for you next. Anyways, I'll leave it there, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Look out for the upcoming memes. Peace. Oh, AI memes stuff. Looking forward to that. Peace out, guys.